Hello, friends! Welcome back to Shadowrun, Dead Man Switch. We left off with getting arrested by McCluskey as we were exiting the Telestrian Technologies building. And here we are at the estate. From the floor of the Lone Star Cruiser, you watch the tops of the downtown corridor's office buildings disappear, and it went by too fast for me to read it out loud for you guys. So, sorry about that. McCluskey smirks. Want some advice, moron? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner and you live by your own rules, don't you? I suggest you keep your remarks to yourself this time. Mr. Telestrian isn't some street meat you can impress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of I cannot say this word. I just can't. Tyr. And one of the richest men in Seattle. And he holds your leash, right, McCluskey? You his lapdog? His eyes say I'd love to kill you now, but his mouth continues its smirk. I got one of the richest and most powerful men in the Pacific Northwest taking care of me. What do you got? Indigestion. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat. I'll dispose of your body later. McCluskey is unpleasant. Mr. Quoth. Fussy elf with the air of a Victorian butler. Mr. Telestrian is expecting you. You'll find him in his office. Thank you, Jeeves. Delighted to be of service. He's not amused. You may wait here a few minutes to gather yourself before you enter Mr. Telestrian's office. Some people find that they need time to prepare themselves before meeting an elf of his stature. However, the upstairs is off limits to you and the library is occupied at the moment. Do not tarry, though. Mr. Telestrian is not one to be kept waiting long. Well, geez, that really just makes me want to wait and, kill a whole bunch of time down here. Hey, it's this guy from the basement of the Seamstresses Union. What's up, dude? Algernon. It's good to see you again. There's much to do. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? I do not run at all, Skinwrap. I go where I am needed. I am needed here. Seek me out after you've spoken to James Telestrian. Perhaps I can be of service again. All right. And upstairs is off limits? Is it really? It certainly is. I cannot go up there. All right. Well, there's a dragon. You don't want to deal with those. Never deal with a dragon. As I've mentioned before, title of a Shadowrun book. A popular phrase. Ooh. The 7 Days to Die player in me really wants to crack into that gun safe. Hello, James. As you approach, James Telestrian III looks up from his computer screen, built into the surface of his desk, and assesses you. Calculating and cold, a practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Trivid. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your betters mansion. It's something else, the feeling that you're being categorized as a resource, a liability, or a pawn. I've been reviewing the results of your visit to my office last night. I admit they are impressive. You have generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my vice president of security his job. In 24 hours, you have accumulated quite a bill with me, sir. How do you intend to settle your debt? Well, if I had any charisma at all, this would be the answer here. Would you take a check? I understand humor. I do not appreciate it, but I understand its uses. Yours was not a good use of humor, however. It neither charmed me, disarmed the tension, nor infuriated me to the point of providing you with a quick death. Before you attempt any more of your lowbrow monkey shines, my grandfather used to say monkey shines all the time, I will lay out your technical situation. You have one piece of information which you might use as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live, why you took what you took. I'm interested to know why you and your team of criminals fought your way through my security teams up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover the location of a simple research project. I'm out of breath. Ooh. Yeah, you impress me, sir. I'm sorry, I meant to read that out loud. My father's children are intentionally not well known, even to themselves. Nevertheless, I fail to see the connection between this Sam Watts' death and a raid on my office. There's no connection between the research project and the dead man that I'm aware of. Sam was killed by your half-sister Jessica. Jessica is protected by giant bugs. Aegis kills giant bugs. Kill the bugs, kill Jessica, get paid. I find your bluntness somehow refreshing. Mr. Quoth, please ask my daughter to join us. The young, pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and a haunted expression on her face. She recognizes you instantly. It's you. You're the man who helped me escape from the Universal Brotherhood. How did you get here? I assume she talks really fast. Thank you, Marie-Louise. You have confirmed the identity of your rescuer and given me reason to forgive him for his trespasses against me. How biblical. She looks hungry for your help. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you got out okay, Marie-Louise. I'm not okay. I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream and that I'll wake up and still be there with the bugs. You are safe. It is over. No, it won't be over until they're all dead. You didn't see them. You don't understand. You and those men you flew in here, all you do is talk. It's just like you to form a committee. I knew that someone had to take action. That's why I got Hakeem involved. The already cold exterior of James Telestrian III turns to ice. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend. That's not very PC. Who leaked Aegis to this man. We will speak of it later in private. Now then, Skinwrap, there are people I wish you to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This is a rare opportunity for a man of the streets, such as yourself. I urge you to behave. We will adjourn to the library. I would be delighted. I don't know if that is sarcasm or not. Just behave. Okay, let's go to the library. There is a weight in the Telestrians' library, a sense of magnitude and of purpose. You are no longer the presence of mere wealth. You are the presence of history. What's up, dude? Lady and gentlemen, this is Skinwrap. He is the orc who saved my daughter and the only one who has faced our common enemy in combat. Herr Brockhaus, what does the representative of the great dragon Lofweir have to tell us about the magical insect this Shadowrunner uncovered? Brockhaus speaks slowly with a deep, melodious German accent. He takes his time accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. My lord, I'm not going to do a German accent. I don't want to offend anybody. My lord Lofweir has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before, roughly 9,000 years ago. As you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth. I said I wasn't going to do the German accent. I'm sorry. Magic ebbs. It's the und. The und put me into German accent. Flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over the course of 5,200 years as the level of magic grows. Hans, dear, I love you, but you could babble on forever, and I believe time is of the essence. The painted elf addresses you. Skinwrap, is it? Delighted. The bug you fought was not merely a magically awakened animal like a wyvern or hydra or anything else in the sixth world. In fact, it isn't from this world at all. It is the physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. I imagine that moving from one plane of existence to another isn't easy. Correct. Perhaps Das German can tell you all about it at length someday. He's got plenty of time to chit-chat. Now, an insect spirit can't simply thumb a ride through astral space and show up on Earth late to dinner in this case being us. Two elements are required to bring one across the void, a shaman and a host. First, the spirit calls upon a shaman, often in dreams. The spirit seduces the shaman with promises of great power. Shaman then accepts the spirit as his totem. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. The best candidates are the disaffected and the disenfranchised, in short, the weak-willed. Their minds are the most susceptible to suggestion, which is helpful in making this transformation. As you may imagine, these are the sorts of people easily attracted to a cult, such as the Universal Brotherhood. Finally, by performing what has to be a truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving the insect totem implants the spirit onto the host, willingly or not. Then it's feeding time. Harlequin ist I should say is correct. The insect spirit will then slowly consume its host while transforming it into the spirit's own insectoid body, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. Whiz, bugs from another dimension need killing. I get it. No, you don't, kid, not by a long shot. This is bigger than hunting down an insect shaman or putting a few 9mm rounds into a bug. The initial bugs prepare a nest for the summoning of a queen. Once a nest has its queen, she literally explodes. Gross. With newly manifested insect spirits, they swarm out of the nest, feasting on all the flesh they can find and implanting more insect spirits into the fresh corpses again and again and again. So they're like xenomorphs. The room falls silent as they all consider that scenario faces grim. Telestrian breaks the silence. This is not an infestation, Skinwrap, it's an invasion. My lord Lofweir knew this day would come, but he did not know precisely when nor where. Your rescue of Mr. Telestrian's daughter has exposed the existence of an insect spirit for the first time in this cycle of the world. So you're early to the party this time. That gives you the upper hand. We are not early, we merely have experience on our side. The insect spirit is only a resident in the transformed body's host. Conventional weapons can hurt the body and expose the spirit, but the spirit itself cannot be destroyed by mundane means, hence Project Aegis. This is so long. Herr Telestrian's biotechnology and agricultural divisions worked with my lord Lofweir's thaumaturgical engineers and designed Project Aegis to destroy an insect spirit once it's released from its host. The formula, a fluorescing astrobacteria strain, exists in the physical and astral plane at once and thus can affect the insect spirit. Oh, I'm reading so much I'm yawning. I'm like running out of oxygen in my brain. Now that was a mouthful. Did you memorize it, or are you reading it off of cue cards? My director of R&D, Diane Ravenwood. Oh, that's cute. That's a nice little, like, Indiana Jones reference there. We'll explain how Project Aegis will be used in the field, Dr. Ravenwood. Our weapons specialists have rapidly prototyped a delivery device for the fluorescing astrobacteria strain. They've created some prototype launchers which fire Aegis-filled shells. When fired, the shells would discharge a high-velocity stream of the bacteria. In order to destroy one of the bugs, it must first be damaged using conventional weapons or magic until the spirit is released from the host body. Then the insect spirit must be shot with the Project Aegis prototype launcher to destroy it. It stomps bugs dead. Got it. Crudely but accurate. We must stop the Universal Brotherhood from summoning a queen, and we must stop them immediately. You're the only one who has been inside the facility, and the only one who has personally fought these creatures before. That, along with your highly effective assault upon my property, indicates that you are the ideal person to lead the attack. Glad you're convinced, because I'm not. No one's ever used this magic bug juice before. The painted elf grins, and his red lipstick catches the light. We're foregoing the clinical trials in favor of field testing the formula. Come on, kid, when fate taps you on the shoulder, you've got to pay attention. Unfortunately, she has the nasty habit of tapping you on the opposite shoulder, so that when you turn around, she's on your other side giggling like a deranged schoolgirl. I hate that. Enough. Are you willing to undergo this mission, Skinwrap? You had me at killing bugs. Show me how to use Aegis and I'll get it done. Excellent. Claps his hands as if seeing the circus for the first time. I love the way that the short-lived are willing to die even faster. It's very inspirational. Brockhaus raises his hand and Harlequin's clapping instantly stops. There is, should be ist, there ist one final note. A warning, if you will. You have seen the danger the insects represent, but you have not witnessed the shaman's power. The shaman must tap into a power source of magic in order to summon a queen. We do not know what abilities that power source will grant. Beware of the insects, but do not underestimate the shaman. Hey, you have 10,000 nuyen. Don't scare the kid, Hansel. We still need him to go on the mission. By the by, I'm coming with you, Skinwrap. I wouldn't mind seeing these creatures for myself. I missed them last time. Telestrian will bankroll you so you can hire the rest of the team. Find me when you're ready to go and we'll bug it right out of here. Yes, speak with Harlequin when you are ready to depart. If you wish to acquire additional supplies for your mission, find my assistant Quoth. He is highly resourceful. Alright, I got a bunch of karma. Oh, were we supposed to spend karma? We sure were. We have 43 now. I totally forgot we had a whole bunch of karma to spend. Well, we are a biotech 6 and a quickness 6 and a body of 9. So let's do 10 here. Let's just go with the combat as we're approaching end game stuff here. The intelligence would be nice for the role-playing aspect, but like it's not a Skinwrap's not a decker, and since we're almost at the end here, I am gonna fudge it a little bit and put this into body. It also gets us pretty close to spending it all. So there we go. All right, we got some money. We are very loaded with the shotgun. I really don't want to. Oh, I'll talk to him quick. He just sells magic stuff, right? Yeah, no thanks. All right, let's go talk to the butler. Where's Jeeves at? Is this him? What's up, Mr. Quoth? We have gear, outfits, and cyberware installed. Well, let's see the gear first. I actually don't remember what... Do I have... I do have 2 shotguns, okay. Don't have any med kits, which we definitely need to rectify. Smart guns, Uzi. Oh, that requires a data jack. Ooh. We might sell the Remington to pick up this one though. It's a bit of a decrease in capacity, but that damage is really nice. Or we could get a data jack, which I gotta do some math in here. All right, let's see. Outfits, what you got for gear? Whoa. Yeah, we gotta get that. Armor 10, I mean, it's a big chunk of money, but sorry, bunny suit. Going from 6 to 10 armor here is worthwhile. Show me what you have for some cyberware. All right, what do we got? We already have the wired reflexes, and that's it. How much is a data jack? 500. So that would be 1,500 with the shotgun. We're totally gonna do that. All right, and what else we got here? Strength and HP. Ooh, we can get some cyber eyes. Oh, look at this. 8 HP, 1 quickness, and 1 dodge. Yep. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Can we do that on both sides? No. Only one side for that leg. That's interesting. All right. How about arm? Oh, well, we could get... No. All right. So that is 8 HP and 1 quickness. And this adds 8 HP and 1 dodge. Is that... I don't know that that 1 dodge is worth 1,500. Look at this. Can we get this on both sides? No? All right. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with the money because I'm not... Oh, this will also eat up all of our essence. So we can't do anything with our arms. Though we could add 6% to hit, which seems really worthwhile. Okay. We're going to be down to 1 essence, and we'll be down 3,500. But, yeah, we got to do that. All right, show me the gear. Where is that Smart Link shotgun I want? Right here. I want that one. And I don't care about grenades. I got to stick with my med packs. Drone repair kits. Premium med packs. Okay. I guess we'll take a couple of those. We'll take 2. All right, we'll confirm that. Oh, actually could keep all 3 shotguns. That's disgusting. You could just rattle through all 3 of them without having to reload. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Can I sell to you, buddy? You interested in a bunny mask? You seem like the type. All right. Let's see. Got outfits, we got cyberware, we got gear. So we actually have a fair amount of money left over. I'm good. Let's talk to Marie Louise, though. I was listening, it sounds bad. Yep. Thank you for everything. Piece of cake. I don't think so, but thank you for the reassurance. You look like you have a question. Was it Hakeem who helped you in the Matrix? She smiles in love. Yes, even after my father ruined his life and convinced me to hate him, he's still been watching over me, my angel in cyberspace, Baron Samedi. After we escaped, I told Hakeem about the Brotherhood and about the bugs. It was his idea to steal Project Aegis so you could go back into the Universal Brotherhood and exterminate the bugs, but I don't know how he knew about it. Baron Samedi just knows things. So what did Hakeem tell you about breaking into your father's office? Nothing. I haven't spoke to him since last night. Why? What happened? We went in hard and fast. It got bloody. What? No, that wasn't supposed to happen. I thought you were... He told me... Oh no. Oh no. I should go. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have told her that, but whatever, I guess. Right? Right! Alright. You're not helpful. Hans. Let's talk to Hans quick. Let's not talk to Hans. We don't. Let's just move on. This has been a very talky 21 minutes here. Are you ready to get knee deep in ectoplasm? I have a few questions first. No, I'm ready to go. Thought you'd never ask. All right. Oh, right. We need to... Uh-oh. I hope I didn't just mess that up there. I suppose you should know Telestrian's technicians only have had time to create a few prototype Aegis launchers. I'll be taking one naturally and others for you. Treat her well. If you want additional blood splattering firepower, James has agreed to allow us one of his personal elite guards to accompany us with the final prototype. And now, let us away. I hope I have us. Uh-oh. Okay, no. Exit. I'm gonna go sell that other shotgun because I need to take the Project Aegis with me. Yeah, I can't go rolling with 3 shotguns. So let's sell one. Equipment. This one. Sell. Kind of feel like maybe we should grab one of those other med kits just to fill up our... Ooh, actually we should get this. Platinum trauma kit. For sure. Alright. That looks pretty good. I'm hoping we'll find some items in there as well. We got the gear we want. We got the guns we want. Now let's talk to Harlequin. Uh-oh. I don't have my Project Aegis gun. Where's my stash? How do I get to my stash? Oh no. I need my Project Aegis gun. Wait. Is it... This seems bad, guys. I might have messed that up. Can I get another chance to take that gun, buddy? Do you have it by any chance? View stash? I didn't even put it in my stash. I just said leave it alone. That was probably a mistake. Oh boy. And you probably don't have it just like here for me to take for free. No, of course not. Lots of guns, lots of guns. Dragon sword. Baseball. Could go in there with a baseball bat. Love it. I don't have the Aegis shooter. No thanks, I'm good. Harlequin, please give me the Aegis shooter. Really don't want to reload this scene just to because I messed up on that. Show me what you got. Do you have my Aegis shooter? You sure don't. I can't do anything with any of your stuff, dude. Harlequin? Can you give me my Aegis shooter, please? Ugh, I think I messed this up, guys. Alright, that's dumb. I guess we have to redo all of this. Okay, cut. Okay, we're back. I redid all that stuff except I didn't read it all out loud. And we're about to talk to Harlequin, and I'm going to say I'm ready. And now we actually got our Aegis launcher. I don't know if there was a way for me to actually get it once I said leave this item alone. I couldn't figure that out. Okay. So we have a date with Destiny. Let's hire our team, which is going to be this ghost because he's cool and has an Aegis launcher. And I kind of want to bring Coyote because, you know, this is about Sam. But I also kind of want to take full Monty because he's my best friend. So, I don't know. Coyote's got a lot of gear. Let's take Coyote. And it saves us some money, which we don't need, but whatever. We could even look at these expensive guys here. I mean, we have enough to afford 3 of them, but... yeah, that dude's got a sword and a max power with a silencer and another silence weapon. Wow, wet work guy. But no, we're taking Coyote. All right, we're heading to the Hive. So apologies for that. I had never, I've never thought about that before. Anyway, the hunt begins. You return to the Universal Brotherhood. Your return is anything but subtle. The team hits the same backdoor Coyote found, and you storm through, quickly making your way to the restricted area and the room where you last met Jessica and first encountered the bug. You stand there together, listening to the sounds of chittering coming from somewhere distant. Harlequin stares into the darkness, humming tunelessly while fingering the sword on his hip. Then he turns, lifts up his Aegis launcher to his lips, and gives it a kiss. You give the signal, and the hunt begins. All right, we got 2 awesome shotguns and an Aegis launcher, and I actually did buy a 3rd. That was the only difference, is that I bought a 3rd med kit. So I assigned the karma the same way, 2 into body, 1 into quickness, ranged, and shotgun. That side door you found last time you were here was helpful. We avoided all those Universal Brotherhood spa cult yahoos. Telestream was right. You're a real value add. Harlequin grins a wide predatory grin, both sets of his pearly white teeth offset by the livid red lipstick around his mouth. Now the fun begins. Let's go. Oh, Harlequin goes first. Well, we don't want to use the Aegis launcher on the guy, so let's run up with a sword. 16 damage, not bad. Why is everybody defaulting to the Aegis launcher? It's weird. This is that room we were before where Marie-Louise was here and we had to escape out that way. So, we only have 1 action point. I guess we'll just focus on this guy. Coyote. Let's move, well, move Coyote over here too. 48%. Take an aim shot. There we go. 1 down. Lots more to go. Oh, Coyote. Already taken some punishment. But here comes me. I'm not going to mess around. Look at this. I'm going to walk right up here. 33 damage. And another 22. I like this Smart Link shotgun, I got to admit. Oh, I just noticed Harlequin has spells. But why use spells when I can do stupid amounts of damage with this sword? I guess we're We all set here? Is that everybody? Looks like it was everybody. Alright, let's just go, I guess. Coyote, we'll have you reload. Already hurt Coyote. Should have brought somebody else. And I'll reload as well. And head this way. And real quick, I'm just going to see what spells Harlequin has. Oh, he's got Heal, Mana Ball, Mana Bolt, Aim, Quick Strike. Ooh, that's cool. And Stride, physical movement increased by 2. Nice. Alright. And some drugs and medicine. Good combination there, Harlequin. Okay, moving on. Cleared out the first room, and now from here on out, it's all unknown. Oh, alright. Well, I guess let's use Stride, because I got 1 AP. Might as well. I can move this ghost over to here. That ghost armor is super cool. Fall back to the elevated one. These are weird. Cults are bad guys. If you ever find yourself in a position where you think, you know what, maybe I should join a cult, I'll tell you right now, maybe you shouldn't. They might turn you into a giant bug, and honestly, you really don't want that. Oh, they are all falling back, aren't they? Alright, Skinwrap's just gonna charge in there. Wow, he really does have a lot of movement. That Stride spell, I mean, look at how far he just ran. And just stabbed the guy in the back. Nice. Alright. As usual, I'm gonna line everybody up at the door. And then open the door with free action point. Oop. Maybe shouldn't have reloaded. I'm not gonna come in. I mean, whatever. Coyote, move up here first, please. We have the ghost open the door. I don't see anybody. Let's take 1 in. Take 1 over to here. And it's our first bug. 8 damage to the back. Oh, Skinwrap only has 1 AP. I should have ended the turn first, but I didn't. Alright, Harlequin coming in with that crazy dragon sword. Just chopping guys down. And Coyote, let's get you over here. Okay, we got a guy with a sword and a bug. Bug's got a lot of movement too, but not enough to actually do anything afterwards. How does this work? That was kind of dumb, actually. 0 AP attack that does 6 damage to the target. Okay, that wasn't great. Let's just hit it. I said hit it. Oh, look at this. Makes 2 melee attacks. 3 melee attacks. Ignores AP damage. I really want to find the one that does the, oh, alright. We're gonna do the thrust. Just kill this bug. I was thinking about doing AP damage to knock away its turns, but instead, let's just get to the point. Apparently, the point is missing? A lot of missing. So much missing. Alright, at least the ghost hit in the final shot. I'm gonna just send Coyote over here. And I'm really tempted to like throw a grenade at this one guy. But no, we won't do that. Oof. 11 damage. We gotta heal Coyote here. Alright. Take out... Oh, wow. That was serious business. So was that. They're still alive somehow. Now they're not. Alright. Let's see. Let's use a med kit on Coyote. There we go. All better. Let's reload. Let's switch to Aegis. Let's reload. Let's move into a different position. And switch to Aegis. And we're all ready to go. Let's get this bug spirit. I haven't used my wired reflexes. What am I doing? I put myself in such a bad position to buy those wired reflexes when I did, and I always forget to use it. Alright, this bug is almost toast. Let's see if Harlequin could hit the giant bug that's right in front of him with a bacteria shotgun. Out of ammo. Why don't you reload it? Alright, Ghost, you didn't even need to do this. Let's get you lined up, as per the usual. Reloaded. Get you lined up. And let's get my Aegis reloaded. Switch back to my brand new awesome shotgun. Run to the door. And just didn't use Aegis, so let's switch back to the Dragon Sword and run all the way over here. End turn to refresh the AP and open the door. Alright, 84%. Don't mind if I do. Oh, come on. 84%. There you go. That's better. Let's send Harlequin on a run here. There you go. Oh, come on. Let's get Coyote in here first to take out this guy. She's got a short range weapon. The Ghost has a long range weapon, or medium range weapon. No, it is a long. Okay. So let's go right here and do an aim shot. 15. Come on. Coyote. How's your aim? 64. There we go. Alright, nice. We're going to reload the Defiance. Let's go... Looks like pretty dead end. Actually, let's go to Harlequin first and examine whatever this is. Displaying a map of the UCAS, Chicago is listed as a priority. Alright. There's no items or anything over here, so let's just move Harlequin in this direction. Same with Skinwrap. Oh, there's a bug. I just noticed the bug. Let's move the Ghost over here. Start working on this bug. Coyote. Over here. Change you to the Enfield. Another 20 damage on the bug. I think I saw that these bugs have 80 HP. So it's a good thing to hit them a lot, I guess, is what I was going to go with. How did you miss with that? It was ridiculous. Wasn't that a 99% chance to hit? Alright. Let's shoot this one. We're going to do Harlequin last because I don't want him to get caught by a shotgun blast. Wow, that Ghost kind of sucked. Alright. Do you have a wide load? You do. You missed with that too? What's going on here, folks? What is going on? Alright, so I didn't take out either bug, but they're both low, so let's... Come on. Alright, that's one. And that's two. We got two spirit bugs that we gotta kill here. And they kind of suck at hitting us, so I feel a little bit less bad about how often I am missing. Though I really do not like that I missed that one. Oh, and I gotta reload because it's only capacity of 2. Alright. Focus on this one. Oh my goodness, what are we doing here? Alright, probably shouldn't have killed both at the same time. Well, yeah, I definitely shouldn't have done that. It did not work out in my favor. Just have you reload Coyote. And the turn, and now it's back in its body. So Aegis is useless until we kill it again. Actually, I'm using the Enfield here. I want to be using this guy. That's some serious damage. Alright. Your Aegis launcher is refilled. Your... I might as well reload you. Alright. Let's take this thing out, please. Oh, I took 2 damage. And AP damage. I guess my wired reflexes wore off. Harlequin, do the honors. Harlequin, do the honors. There you go. Reload. And let's move around to this doorway. Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. I don't know, let's just get out. Oh, can't make it that far. We can go to there. Alright. We'll go as far as we can. Let's reload this. And reload this. And move a few feet. Harlequin's already loaded. Probably in a couple of ways, if I'm being honest. Over here. And let's get Skinwrap caught up to the rest of the party. And then we'll end the turn to refresh that AP and open the door, please. I don't see nobody. I mean, I see a body, but I don't see anybody that I have to kill myself. Alright, yeah, take a look. A pile of broken bodies, the bones look twisted and their jaws hang open, seemingly in terror. I can't imagine why. Let's use the wired reflexes again. And move up here. Harlequin, let's have you use this again. Because I like that you can move really far. Harlequin makes a good scout. So, gotta make sure I don't accidentally use the Aegis launcher on anything but one of the spirit bugs. Alright. What's in this room? A couple scientists. Let's go hide behind this pile of eggs. Looks like eggs. I'm guessing those are bug eggs. Let's have you run all the way over there. Oh, Harlequin got tagged. And still missed. Let's try the thrust again. There you go. Alright. Probably should have moved Harlequin over to the other guy, actually. So that I could shoot this one with a shotgun and not have any risk of hitting him, but whatever. Okay, don't have any shot from there. And Coyote, just come over here and hide. Ooh, Harlequin, taking a beat. Oh, wait. They're right next to each other, and I can do cleave to hit both of them. Jeez. Killing me here, Harlequin. You're killing me. Alright, just get out of there. What are you doing? I thought you were supposed to be good at this. Alright. Skinwrap, please. Don't miss. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do. Coyote. Same thing. See? It works. When it wants to work, it works. Alright. Do you have a med pack? Oh, you do. Let's use it on Harlequin. kind of trying to save my own med kits, just because I know that I have them, I guess. And using my teammates' med kits to simplify things, I suppose. Can I hit both of these? I sure can. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Got one down. How about an aim shot? Perfect. All right, Ghost. Can you do it? Can you do it? All right. Let's move you up here. Harlequin, you're gonna need to actually hit them this time with the Aegis. Can you manage it, please? Actually, let's Overwatch with the Aegis. Oh, there's a bug behind us. Okay. Hey, all right. Oh, come on. I don't need that AP damage, that's for sure. Okay, one more shot and he'll be down. Nice. All right, Ghost. Ghost. Please don't miss, Ghost. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter because... no, it does. It does matter because Harlequin can take him out. Yeah. All right. Let's reload so that we are prepared because there's another one coming. Coyote, have you reload. And I guess come over here. Sure. Oh, where are you going? Oh, all right. See you later then. Guy's going off to get some big gulps. Reload. You're reloaded, right? Yep. And Ghost is not reloaded. All right. I guess we should hunt down that bug. He just kind of showed up just to let us know where he was going, I guess. Coyote, just run out there. Reckless abandon. Yeah, you can come over here, I guess. Okay, the bug is just totally fine not doing anything to us. And apparently I'm totally fine missing that first shot. Alright, so we got a little bit of damage. Skinwrap can make it to here. And do an aimed shot. 22 damage. Harlequin, do it, buddy. Do it, but better. Do it, but way better. Are you kidding me? Harlequin, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Harlequin. Oh, great. Numbing poison, plus 15 damage. Great. Great. Can you actually hit it this time? It's the big giant bug that's in front of you. Like, try. Yeah, like that. Let me do it. Alright, Ghost, you move over here, please. Let's get this guy surrounded. Oh, actually, this might be cool. Do 2 Overwatches. Unfortunately, Harlequin ran out of AP, but we could have had it pop up and immediately get killed. Alright, that was pretty decent. Come on. There we go. Alright, well, I guess we might as well reload it again when we have a chance. What's around this corner? Oh, a door. Well, you know what we're gonna do. We're all gonna line up next to it. Do some reloading so that we're all prepared. One thing you just can never forget in video games, when you have a second, reload your weapons, because you never know what's going to happen next. Yeah, you know what? Just hang out there. Actually, I should have had Harlequin use heal wounds on himself. So let's do that quick. There you go, heal wound. There we go. Now let's move the ghost up. Once again, end of the turn, and let's have Coyote open the door. Oh, all right. Well, it's not that kind of door. So all of that was a waste of time. The lining up and action points and stuff. All right, into the depths. The cold, utilitarian facilities of the Brotherhood's private areas break away and degenerate into sprawling subterranean tunnels that were not crafted by the hands of man. The air is foul with the smell of decaying flesh and something else. A rank, stinging acid bite that hits noses and eyes hard. Wet, squirming noises echo throughout the tunnels, punctuated by low moans and the occasional gasp for what you can't tell. One thing that you can tell, though, Aegis works. You shoulder your launcher and keep going. Coming this summer. Alright. Hey, we got 8 more karma. We continue on down into the belly of the beast. Perhaps you should construct an epic poem about our adventure here. It would not be the first written about me, to be sure. I shall consider it. Now onward. You hear him muttering rhymes to himself as he walks. Great. Let's take a peek at our karma. Spend. Well, I guess for the sake of role-playing, let's put it in intelligence. Actually, this could be a good place to stop it. This video's gone a little bit long. It's a little bit on the longer side. So let's stop here. And when we resume, we will be wrapping up Shadowrun Dead Man's Switch. I believe. I mean, we got to be really close to the end here. It's been a long time since I played it, but I think we're really close to the end. So we're going to call that episode here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment. I try to reply to all of them as I see them. Subscribe to the channel. Your likes do help like the YouTube algorithm get it into circulation so that other people will find this video more likely to be finding this video. And the same with other videos. It's not a Shadowrun specific thing, obviously. But ultimately, I hope you've really enjoyed this series that I've been doing here with Shadowrun. The Skinwrap character will come back in future Shadowrun games. But I am probably going to take a little break after beating this and put something else in the Wednesday rotation, as it were. So, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And as always, please be kind to yourselves and to each other. Thanks for watching.